Warning: the following fanfic reading contains alcohol use. Viewers' discretion is advised. Sober. Written by BewhoUr. A long, whiny, exhausted creak emitted from the hinge and played with the silence of an empty house. That noise snaked around the olden furniture, up the dusty stairs worn from hoofbeats, and echoed around the whole space in an ominously unwelcome warning. It was the kind of sound that, even when there was no one else around, it still felt like you were intruding, disturbing something, or someone. I didn't like that feeling. It tingled my spine and gave me that feeling that your heart literally leaped down, then back up. It was like it was trying to warn me. I ignored it. I brushed off the noise and shuddered briefly out of involuntary. Was it fear? Instability? Shame? I had no idea. But I didn't enjoy it, so I just ignored it. I looked in the cupboard, my gaze traveling through the wooden, uncleaned, cobweb-intruded box, and laying almost untouched in the far right corner was what I was looking for. I reached the shaky hoof up and rested it momentarily on the edge of the wood. Was I really going through with this? I nodded my head, a new sense of surety that sometimes overcomes you just before a risky decision capturing me. I removed my hoof from the edge and ventured it deeper towards my target. A shiny, green glass ball that held a sparkling red liquid. I drew back slightly as my hoof touched the cold surface. I took a deep breath and grasped the bottle firmly, a chilling feeling creeping over me. That kind of feeling that gives you an excited tingle through your veins, followed by a sense of overcoming dread. The liquid shook slightly, glimmering in the half-light as I removed it from its long-time home. Not bothering to close the door for the sake of hearing that eerie sound once more, I dragged the green bottle out of the cabinet and raised it to eye level so I could read its fancy, blue lettering upon the crisp white label. It read, "Red berries, sparkling red wine." I turned it in my hooves, scanning the back label. Red berries, sparkling red wine is a road to happiness. Our blend of raspberries, crisp cherries, pomegranate juice, and our delicious homegrown grapes with a touch of cinnamon spice will soothe and delight. Whether a night out of town with friends or just alone at home, our blend will give you that little thing you can't find anywhere else. I smirked. Didn't sound too bad. Grasping the cork in my teeth, I pulled and heard a satisfying pop as the wood and glass separated, leaving the wine closer to her grasp. I felt that roller coaster feeling come over me as I gently laid the cork on the counter and grabbed the red berries. Making my way to the table, I felt my breath quicken. The glass was waiting for me. I heard the swish of running liquid as I tilted my head and poured it into the wine glass. The shining promise of a good drink stared back up at me. It had tempted me ever since. The incident. It wasn't a single event. More like a chain that got shakier and shakier till it almost broke. The first of these happenings that had shaken me to my roots was Dash's recruiting. She was finally accepted into that flying team and started to spend less and less time with the group, until seeing her became a rare treat and a wonderful occasion, as opposed to a daily dose. Then there were 5. Rarity's line hit big time, and she was invited to Canterlot to design personal attire for Celestia herself. Then there were 4. Fluttershy and Discord were in Saddle Arabia for their honeymoon. 3. Pinky became a drifter, knowing that she might be able to spread more cheer if she wasn't rooted in one place. 2. while I was always busy with something new as the Princess of Friendship. Royal duties, traveling to Camelot to meet with the other princesses, just plain taking the responsibility of helping other ponies that comes with being the princess takes up most, if not all, her time. One. That just left me. Nothing exciting was going on, except Apple Bloom's cutie marking building and patching structures. It makes me laugh, thinking of how she fixed up that treehouse when she was younger. Otherwise, life on the farm just went on, dragging out the same chores every day, falling into a routine that I couldn't break from. I was perfectly happy, but sometimes I felt time had stopped. No matter how the world around us changed, Sweet Apple Acres remained rooted in the past. I raised a glass, shakily drawing it to my muzzle and taking a long sip. My eyes searched the old room. No, I didn't want to stay this way. I wanted exciting changes, like my friends. I didn't want to become rooted in time, like a tree waiting to be chopped down. I wanted to live a different day each day, to wake up and feel excited for what was to come, instead of just feeling them sore muscles screaming to go back to sleep. I wanted change. I wasn't the girl who laughed the loudest. I wasn't the girl who was the bravest. Nor was I the smartest, the nicest, or the prettiest. But I could be all I could be. And though I knew my heart lay at home, maybe I could pass the cowgirl hat to Apple Bloom for a while. Maybe I could see what all the fuss was about change. I mean, my entire life lay on the farm. Maybe I could lay down some tracks to other places, experiences, and hobbies. And I knew I would be that one mare who wished the patchwork quilt. I only had one life, and I had to put my 2 bits in a jar. I would go out and find an opportunity that would change my life. Or maybe I raised my head slowly. Maybe I could bring back my friends.